Good morning, everyone. Yes, it's me, Gary. Anyway, this video is about peppermint tea bags. I just want to get it out the way so you will know whether you want to stay or not. I'm hoping you stay. You know I love you, right? Okay. Anyway, I'm a very afraid of mice. I don't want to sleep anywhere there's mice because I'm not brazen enough to sleep knowing that they could be crawling on my bed. I woke up one morning many years ago and I saw two drop-ins right by my pillow. And I didn't know if I was seeing things or not because I have a little issue. So I ran downstairs to my neighbor, but in the process of going one flight, I lost my everlasting mind. So of course I couldn't speak. By the time she came upstairs and to find out what was wrong, all I could do is point, and she was like, "Yeah, I was bonkers." Anyway, I've done everything in here I could to prevent mice. I have no mice in this apartment. I haven't had mice in here in years, so it is what it is. But before this craft room came here, this room was nothing but a bedroom, very minimal and everything. And my neighbor came and sealed the holes, every hole in here that same night. But anyway, the other day I had some cats here. Minnie and Pepper have gone home with their mommy, my daughter. Anyway, I had Minnie and Pepper here, and they were by my dishwasher, both of them. So I knew already, and the weather had just changed. So those little are looking for somewhere to go. But hold on a minute, honey, the hot flash. Woo! Woo! Lord have mercy. I don't know what it is. Good grief. It seems like every time I start my video, I gotta put this fan on. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Mm, mm. Whew, mm. Anyway, um, so I saw them there, and then they were sitting in this room outside the door, right there in the corner. Both of them head there. So I said, okay, there's something trying to find a way to get up in here and share residence. But if you're not contributing, you're not staying here. Mm-mm. So I already know some of the things I've done already that help me. So the other day, I picked up my peppermint tea bags and I put one on the floor underneath, I mean, right in front of my dishwasher. That very same day, Minnie and Pepper were away from my dishwasher. I went in my pantry, I threw in a tea bag at the top and at the bottom. I went in a few closets in my home, tea bag right there in the corner. At the entrance of my door, tea bag right there. Why? Because a neighbor of mine has seen, 5 mice in her house in one location, so she knows she has plenty of them in there. Anyway, in this room, Minnie and Pepper came in here and went in this corner right here, and they jetted in here one day. I'm like, ooh. So I thought they actually saw somebody. I said, no, I'm not even gonna play that game with myself because I know they didn't. And then they were in the corner. So when they left, I took a tea bag, threw it right in that corner. They were not in that corner ever again. So I do know these bags have to be changed after a while. They're not going to completely do the job. So these bags make me feel very secure. Yes, and I'm not telling you to put tea bags all over your house. I'm not telling you that. I'm telling you what I did in mine to make me feel secure. But I have something else coming in a I don't know if we get any packages today. It's like 5:40, so I don't know. Today is Sunday, so maybe not. But I do know there's a certain location that does deliver on Sunday through the post office, I think. So or somewhere. Anyway, I may get a package today. I ordered a peppermint essential oil and some of those infusing sticks. Now, I ordered 3 bottles of peppermint oil because I recently learned those terrible migraines I was having was coming from those Febreze plugins that I had in my home. Once I took it out, it stopped. So I haven't had any migraines since. A headache might have come, like it was leaking in or trying to break through, but I haven't had any migraines. So I have some peppermint essential oil coming and some infusing sticks. Now, one bottle is going to my neighbor, and I'm going to tell you why. You can do anything you want to do. I'm only going to tell you what works for me. If I treat my home for roaches, I treat my neighbors. If I treat my home, just say if I buy something for bed bugs, my neighbor. If I treat my home for mice, my neighbor. Why? If they're running from me, they're running there. If they're running from there, they're running here. So in kindness, I make sure I look out for me and I look out for my neighbor. In the end, it is all looking out for us. So I put bleach in my garbage bag in the kitchen that goes downstairs, and I have already heard a few people say that they don't really have mice like they used to. Anyone knows mice don't like bleach, but my bleach goes in the bottom of my bag right before I throw it out. Now, not all my bags have food in it because I have a machine, a little disposable box or whatever, shoot in my hallway. There are times I have tossed bleach down there, because all of the garbage that's in there. But a person who works for the building from time to time reassured me that the mice are going away. And plus, I've talked to some neighbors that were quite infested. Anyway, and I learned that from a man around the corner. He had an abundance of rats outside every day. When I ran over, under my tire. But anyway, he said all he did was started putting bleach in each of his garbage cans. Every single night, and it took it away. So, if you are a person that does not like invasion of your food spaces, just get you a box of peppermint oil. You might have a coupon, blessing card, don't matter what it is, just try it. It's not going to kill you. If you don't like to see the tea bag, act like you don't see it. When I go in my kitchen, I don't even see my tea bag that's on the floor anymore, but you best believe I step on that bad boy to make sure it's still there. And there is a time or two that I have taken it and put it between the counter and the little crease, but I don't need it there. I need it at the bottom because behind that dishwasher there's a hole. And although the maintenance and everything keep telling me that I'm not understanding and trying to make me feel like I'm going crazy, and the man that came in that I asked to take the dishwasher out tried to act like, no, honey, please. Those mice were getting in here through the dishwasher because I saw 3 in one day, and I completely had no choice but to make sure I watched where they were going. And I was frantic. My soul had crumbled and everything. And then I watched them go in the kitchen, back in, and then I called a friend over. We moved the stove, the refrigerator. There's no droppings, nothing back there. It was the dishwasher, and I watched. So I got a trap, put it right under the dishwasher, and that's when I caught all 3. And then after that, I went to Home Depot, and honey, when I tell you that that dishwasher is stuffed with steel wool, I'm talking down the edges, all the way underneath. Now it is November. It might be time to do a little refreshing of the tape, so I'm gonna have someone come in here, get on that floor with a big, nice, brand new roll of tape from Home Depot. If you think that steel wool is gonna hold down there with some dollar store tape, you are a fool. You need steel wool, the rough one from Home Depot. You need the industrial duct tape, and I'm not talking about that nice name duct tape, because that don't work, honey. You need the silver one that you will put on some electricals, and you need to tape up whatever it is with some steel wool. But I also have those plugins, and I don't have one here, but I'm going to definitely put one there. And I know those work because I read the reviews very carefully. But in my building, I found out from someone that they don't have any mice downstairs on the first floor. I said no, and he said no. He said those things that you have in your apartment, he said they have those all in the office, and I don't see any mice in there no more. So I said okay, that was a little bit of information I needed to know. Anyway, those plugins are sold at Home Depot, and they also sold at BJ's. BJ's have more in the package, but BJ's is always out of stock. Unfortunately, it is what it is. But I don't really know the name right now. When I find my device, I'll link it into this video. Probably even find a link to Home Depot and put it in there. But it was about $15 when I purchased it. This is an item that I know works because my daughter was hearing them in the walls, and I don't know why, I gave her like one or two, but she put it in the wall, and she called me and she said, "Mommy, they went away." Of course they went away because they work. So they may not keep you at bay, but they're going to remove them from the area that they're in that wall. But the reason why they're not in here too often is because you cannot have anything around them, which means anything that cuts the barrier of the signal around them is going to keep it. So that this is so that's one of the reasons. That's why it's not in the socket here, because this massive shelf right here is covered with my goods. Then my desk is here covered with paper. Then my TV. Then my so there's no reason to put it here. But you believe me, honey. Yes, honey. We're gonna make sure, because even if I don't have anything in here, there is nothing keeping me from throwing an occasional tea bag behind my TV. I am not trying to share my home with those raggedy things. And honey, I apologize if you think a rodent is a pet. I apologize. And if you subscribed and you want to leave, I'm sorry to see you go. I don't want to see you go either, because I really like you. But these are going all over the place. So what I try to do now is, say if I put them down on the first, I'll try maybe a month or two and put down some more. But the peppermint that I'm going to get probably this week, I'm going to put the stick in it, and I'm going to put one in my living room, and then I'm going to break off the other jar, put it in a glass, and put the sticks in the back room, and then I'm going to put one in here. I have never gotten a migraine from peppermint oil, but I have a mixture in this home with peppermint oil and Dawn dish detergent, because that's how I found the recipe. And every few days I would spray my walls, all around the base of my walls, a little bit up near the entrance, and it smelled like peppermint in here. I love the scent of peppermint. It is so inviting, so soothing, so everything. But when you live inside somewhere, after a while you can't smell it anymore. So I'm going to put the peppermint because rodents are sensitive to the smell. I really wish I could put one in the main hallway and no one would take it, but I don't believe that would happen. I said I would try, put a jar there, put the thing, and put a note, please don't take this. This deters rodents. But I don't think we have savages on this floor anymore. We used to, and but sometimes people see things and they don't know how to read, function, and to the capacity of don't touch, and they would take it. Those essential oils were a little bit over $5 a jar. I'm not wealthy enough or funded enough to keep replacing those. So for my neighbor, yes, I can. Yes, I can. And hopefully she'll break the jar down and make two and put it in one room, or whatever the case may be. But kindness is free, honey. So when you working to provide something for yourself, slide a little blessing to someone else. It's not going to kill you. Absolutely not going to kill you. Anyway, it's 5 something in the morning. I'm going to cut this video short. I am doing a lot of working on this computer, but it's time for me to find a meal or something. But I know I got your coffee. Have a wonderful day, and thank you for chiming in. And do not forget, this channel needs subscribers, honey. Subscribe.